Okay, so I'm recording this after the fact, but I wanted to put this ahead of the video just so I can take a moment to apologize. So, the pair of glasses that I am using are my kind of standard, just leisure glasses, and I don't have any type of anti-glare protection on them. So you will be seeing my annoying reflection through my glasses a lot. And as much as I've tried to edit it and fix it, I'm novice to the whole editing stuff. I have no experience, so please excuse it. I just want to give a moment or take a moment to preface that if you're gonna suffer, my fault, my bad. I tried. Can't hate a dude for trying. And if you can, you're miserable, so don't try. All right? Thank you. But yes, I will try to work on it. I will try to either, angle myself better or wear contacts. But I hope you enjoy. Thank you. Guess who's back? Back again. Shady's back from the dead. All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome to what has been a long, long awaited movie mumble presented by me, spin-off of Tism Talk. I'm your host, Cash Money Nav. For all of you who are new here, this is Tism Talks, a spin-off edition of Tism Talks called Movie Mumble. All right. For all of you who are new, background, Tism Talk. I'm chronically online. A lot of stuff in here, mostly slop. I try to regurgitate so I can consume more slop. And this is a specific genre of that tism called Movie Mumble, where I watch a movie and I just go into a flow state talking about that movie. And today's movie, because it's a brand new day, because I feel like a new person, a kind person, not really, a humble person, a sympathetic person, a lost person, a broken person, just every single type of person, because deep down I'm a bipolar, schizophrenic, lost little piece of shit. I want to talk about today about Spider-Man, brand new day. All right, for all of you who are not as nerdy as moi, I've been wanting to watch this thing for quite some time. All right, it has been on my watch list ever since I saw the trailer, and I got to watch it. So, a little bit of background, all right, or just some context. So, I fell asleep at 1 in the morning, and I couldn't get a seat. And I typically like to watch movies, around like a sane person, like 4 p.m., 6 p.m., 7 p.m. Latest is like 12. Not latest is 12. No, I don't like to watch it at 12. I like to watch it no later where it ends at 12, so typically 10, maybe 9:30. So, and guess what? I'm a basic generic ass bitch. All right? Like my sister makes fun of me when I fucking get pumpkin spice because it's back in season. I'm basic as hell. All right? All shows in this city of Orlando has been sold out for the weekend. And typically I kind of like to watch it the opening weekend because that's when the hype is real. So, yeah, I was like, all right, I guess let's see. 10 a.m., 11 a.m., 12 p.m., 1 p.m. Everything's sold out. And that's really sold out, but I'm not, gonna go in row A and see the Giga Chad version of every single character. That's not it. All right. So, I got to watch the movie today. Fell asleep at 1, woke up at 8, got showered, went to the theaters, and it's fucking packed. It is packed at 9 a.m. And I'm like, you know what? Hold on. This is something that I have to say is off of the like I saw this. I've known about this for a while, but let's see. Like when I saw that, right? When I saw like, a bunch of kids, bunch of teenagers and young adults and old adults, 10 plus 10 years older than me, minus 10 years younger than me. When I saw all of these people at 9 a.m. for a Spider-Man movie, you know what came to my head? Not that, wow, cinema's back, or oh my gosh, this is crazy, right? Like there's so many people that I have like, like there's like 100 people in this room that I don't know, but I have something in common about, which is, Spider-Man, our passion for Spider-Man. No, it is, yeah, Ted Sarandos, the Netflix CEO, who said people are sick and tired of cinema and cinema is dead and no one wants to go to a movie theater. Hey, you've never been more wrong, bro. You've never been more wrong. All right. Odyssey has been sold out. They extended the theatrical run of the Odyssey till September. September, bro. All right. That is a generational run. IMAX CEO said that they've been sold out for all of their theaters for the next 5 weeks, right? So people clearly want to go back to the theaters. And, it's movie magic, bro. It's movie magic. Just because you can't make a quality product to save your life doesn't mean that everyone's in the same boat like you. All right? It doesn't mean that we're going to follow your ship, right? And get lost at sea. No, we're not. Right? I was so happy to see 50, 100 people that I don't know in the theaters enjoying, laughing, having a great fucking time. Oh shit, my camera's about to fall. Fuck. Oh god. All right. Um, I'm not gonna bang my table then because the vibration causes the thing to fall. Um, no, dude, yeah, so back to Spider-Man. Freaking okay, as a Spider-Man fan, all right, I'm gonna give this review in a schizophrenic way, right? Split personality disorder. I got 23 motherfuckers that went to watch the movie inside of this little cranium. So, Spider-Man fans, it's great. It's great, right? If you want, like, if you were complaining like, oh, Tom Holland Spider-Man isn't comic book accurate, right? Where is that struggling Peter, the poor Peter, the Peter that has nothing going from him but is still pushing to be a better CEO? Like, personally, Peter Parker is living a shit life, but Spider-Man is the only thing that's kind of keeping him going. You get that. Comic book fans, I think you're going to be very pleased with this movie. All right. Is it 100% accurate? Not really, but it shows a lot of effort that they tried to kind of, pay homage and do a little bit of fan service for comic book Spider-Man lovers. All right. Um, Marvel people or superhero fans, this is the first quality product that we've gotten from Marvel, I will say post Endgame. All right. And okay, let me critique that statement. This is the first quality product that we've gotten from Marvel in about 2 years. I think, or maybe even 3 years. Like the last one was obviously the last Spider-Man, right? Spider-Man 3, where he makes a wish that everyone forgets who he is and puts him in the predicament that we see him now, right? That one was a great one, and Thunderbolts was right? I guess that's what everyone's consensus is, and I have that same consensus. Like I watched Thunderbolts, it was good. Like it wasn't bad, but it just didn't like the characters didn't give enough of a hype like how the previous Avengers crew did, and call it maybe movie fatigue or superhero fatigue, or call it that we're all sick and tired of having to watch shit on Disney Plus to get understand what's happening in the movies, right? But this one, it does a lot of service. And also, I think the real reason why I enjoyed it a lot more was because Sony still owns the rights to Spider-Man, so they're not really, Marvel isn't allowed or Disney isn't allowed to make a bunch of Spider-Man content behind their paper wall, pay-per-view wall. Um, yeah, dude, it's starts off from scratch or where they left off. There's no, you got to watch a Scorpion show, or you got to watch a Marvel show or an Avengers show, or some, spin-off, or some, Ned mini classics. Like there's none of that crap, which is one of the few reasons why I really enjoyed it, because I went into this movie with no context, post Spider-Man, um uh Far From Home, or not Far From Home, No Way Home. And yeah, hence, brand new day. Like this is gonna be, this is it. You had the Home trilogy, Homecoming, Far From Home, No Way Home, And now this is, this is like it's the fourth Spider-Man movie, but it's kind of like a new arc now. We're gonna see this is Peter Parker as an adult. No protection, no supervision, no chaperone, no adults. His aunt is dead, his uncle's dead, his father figure's dead, right? His girlfriend doesn't remember who he is. His best friend is gone. He has to fight. He's basically more, he has no reason to live, just like me. So this is why I really enjoyed it. No, no, it's really good. It's really good. All right, soundtrack is phenomenal. The songs that they chose in this movie, I think there is a handful of them. I'm not gonna name them. I may name them, depends on my mood. But no, dude, the songs are phenomenal. There's like, there's the dude, you're vibing in the freaking chair. Like you hear it, you're vibing, you're having a fun time, right? And same thing with the overall, like, ebbs and flows of the movie, right? You have a little bit of comedy, you have some sadness, you are empathizing with Peter, you feel like, damn man, that it sucks. Like I really feel for you. I get it now. You aren't some, rich brat Spider-Man or some Avenger Spider-Man. You are Peter Parker Spider-Man. All right? Only thing that's gonna make this even more enjoyable if J.K. Simmons comes back as J. Jonah Jameson and is literally fucking, like screaming down your ass. Like that's the only thing that could have made it better. But that would have just been a fan service. But no, it was, like good amount of action, good amount of uh like character development, right? You get there's I will say there is obviously no surprise the Punisher's in there, right? And John Bernthal's Punisher and Peter Parker Spider-Man or Tom Holland Spider-Man, you kind of get like this PG-13 friendly version of Deadpool and Spider Wolverine, right? There's a lot of it where I was watching this, I was like, I feel like I could be locked in a room with Deadpool, Wolverine, the Punisher, and the Spider-Man, and just have the time of my fucking life. All right. I will say though, I'm kind of surprised that Kevin Feige or whoever it is at Marvel's kind of letting go of their grip. Obviously, Punisher in his series is very vulgar and violent. This one they couldn't obviously do it because it's Spider-Man, and they have to be within the PG-13 guidelines. And there is a lot of curse words, nothing that is over the top, but yeah, like they kind of let Punisher be a little bit of the Punisher. And their chemistry on screen was great. It was weird to see Telemachus and um play Spider-Man and talk to the guy and not ask the Punisher about where's my dad. Yeah, but other than that, it was really good. It, the only thing that I have to say as a critique is that the hero villain stuff, you think it's the Scorpion, it's not. And if you are someone who is chronically online and you know the theories about, or you've heard the rumors, or if you've seen the spoilers or whatever, it doesn't do a good job. There's no anti-moral or anti-hero villain. It's very bland. The interactions with the villain is very bland. The fight with the villain is very bland. There is I don't honestly I think honestly this isn't there is no real you conflict, high point, climax, and then crescendo. It's not really that. It just kind of is like a parabolic, not a parabolic, but it's kind of like a frequency, right? Or a wave, one of those light particle waves where it's just like it goes up and down, up and down, up and down, and then it just you turn the light off and it flatlines. So other than that, it is, you're not don't go in there thinking you're gonna have, William Defoe's, or not William Defoe's, but it's not gonna be like you have Mysterio or Electro or any of, like, like the intense interactions and fights with the villain. It's kind of just kind of like setting ground and foundation work for this new era of Tom Holland's Peter Parker. And other than that, that's only my really my big kind of critique. Overall, like it's an enjoyable movie. Like you're not gonna go into the theaters and leave the theaters and be pissed at what the fuck I wasted my money. No, it's not. It's really good. Like you will, but it is a forgettable movie. Like bits and pieces of my head, I've forgotten, and I just watched this movie. You will remember the main stuff, but like some smaller details. If you're one of those people who can kind of retain every single minor detail and catch little Easter eggs, more power to you. But I just remember like the big stuff, the funny stuff, and a couple of my favorite scenes. Other than that, it's a really good movie. It's a really good joy. It's enjoyment, right? Average consumer, like the non-critic guy, you're gonna go in and you're gonna have the time of your life. You take your kids with you, like if they're a little bit older, please do me a favor. All right, don't go with like your 2-year-old or 4-year-old who's gonna cry in the theaters because of the big banging sounds. Just don't do that. Don't ruin everyone else's day. Um, but yeah, not saying that there was. I'm just like as a precaution. Just don't. If you want to do it, go, like super early in the morning or something, or just I don't know. Don't go take your child. Watch it. Be selfish. There's nothing wrong with that. You don't have to take your children everywhere with you. All right. At this point, children are nothing more than an accessory. They're not a necessity. They're an accessory to you, to your life. And it's an accessory that we all don't want to watch. Whew. Critics, fuck them. Like, seriously, I don't get paid for this. I never went to college to learn the art of filmmaking. Neither am I some freaking editor or journalist. So I'm just a dude who's got way too much free time on his hands and thinks that this is some way to escape the matrix. So yeah, my rating, for all of you who are new, I don't like to do numerical ratings. Movie is entertainment. Art is like it's like food. It's like a palate. People prefer physical art mediums like pottery or woodworking or sculpting, architecture over some 2Ds like painting, water painting, oil painting, any 2D mediums, carving or whatever. So to me, right, people have different palettes with music, with TVs, with movies, with artwork overall. Art is very subjective. So to me, right, I thought, fuck it, numerical. You can't, like art can be interpreted in different ways. So I'm going to, and what's the best way to kind of, interpret it? To, instead of quantify, to qualify, right? I want to like numbers, like this is something that is personal to me. So if I was to quantify it, you wouldn't agree with that quantified rating of it, right? What bases are you using, right? What metrics are you using to evaluate a movie? Timestamps, color coordination, saturation, lighting, artwork, use of CGI, not use of CGI. Like what? It's stupid to me to quantify a movie or any piece of art is stupid. So what I do is I say, hey, if this is the qualities of if I was to make this into a sandwich, a grilled cheese sandwich, right? That's my fucking background paper is a grilled cheese sandwich in Tism Talk PowerPoints. So would this be some type of sandwich that you would be like to, right? And the thing is that this is also subjective. Some people might like it, some people might not. And so yeah, without further ado, this is the official Spider-Man Brand New Day sandwich. So starting off with the foundation, it's plain, it's simple, right? It doesn't go above and beyond, right? It's basic, generic white sandwich bread. It gets the job done, all right? It's you could for like it is somewhat forgettable. There are bits and pieces of it forgettable, but it's not gonna be floppy. There's not gonna be mold, right? You've consumed it 100 times, and you might remember the taste of this one this calendar year a lot more better than normal. So from start to end, they you could really tell it was a solid project, right? Good foundation. It's not like they kind of kept it generic. They didn't really they didn't want to like compete with Christopher Nolan, but they didn't want to provide slop like Young Washington. So overall, it's like a, it's not like your regular sandwich bread, like your butter bread. It's more of like the bakery bread that you get that is kind of cheap, and but it hits and it will fulfill your hunger, your movie needs. Cheeses, I say it's mozzarella and Colby Jack. So mozzarella because it's plain, right? It's clean. There's really very few areas for you to kind of hate on this movie. And I mean like you're really trying to hate. I mean like hate with a passion. Like how I hate Love Island, you are trying to find ways to hate this movie, right? Like that level of effort. Like so actually sorry, excuse me. I hate Love Island naturally, right? The hate comes naturally. This, I don't think it comes naturally. You will really have to put in some effort. So it's clean, right? It's stretchy, right? There's a lot of stuff. You start off bleak, dystopian, you kind of work your way, then it's like, oh man, I come down a little bit, and okay, it's kind of plain. It's very stretchy. It's long. The movie's pretty long. I think it's almost 3 hours. Not really. It's like I thought about like two and a half hours maybe. It's long. So it's very stretchy, it's very clean. Um, it is a crowd pleaser, right? People, you will laugh with random strangers. You will chuckle. You will, like not jump scare, but you'll be like, yeah, like it is a crowd pleaser. It's not trying to be any better than what it is and what they created, right? It's mozzarella cheese, right? Whether you have it like that, whether you shred it up and put it on your pasta, however you want it, it will hit. Colby Jack, I say a little bit because it's very vibey. What I mean by vibey is that the reason why I love Tom Holland's Spider-Man, and it's not like I love it more than Andrew Garfield or Tobey Maguire's, right? I grew up with Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. I really loved Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man, even though that yes, he didn't get the love he deserved at the time, as well as there should have been a lot more of him, just as much we got of Tobey and Tom. I kind of like my peak, my developing age, right, where in high school was the first Spider-Man trilogy. So Homecoming came out when I was in high school, freshman and sophomore in high school, then Far From Home, and then brand No Way Home, right? They all kind of came when I was like in my teens. So it was like, like I see I see Tom Holland's character, like I resonate with him. Same thing with this one. Like the vibe in this one is they just graduated, right? Like MJ and Ned graduated from college. They're full-time employees in New York City, right? Tom Holland's Peter Parker is, like he's bleak. He's unattached. He's suffering. He's broken. And you see that, right? This kid who's got nothing going on for him because no one remembers who he is. Like he's got nothing going on for him other than his work. His work is he pours too much of himself into his work of being a superhero. And that's how I am, right? Life personally ain't so great, dog. And I'm not gonna trauma dump on you, but yes, at times it is very, like when I log off over work, I'm like, what the fuck do people do now? Like all my coworkers have kids, right, and are in relationships, so they're busy with that. I have nothing. I just go to the gym or maybe play video games or do YouTube videos or something like. But the thing is that nothing satisfies that or is very calming. So you resonate with this because you're like as just as much as Peter is trying to find his way in this new era, I'm also trying to find my own way in the same exact era, right? Where it's like what the fuck do I do with my personal life outside of being outside of my extrovert personality of Spider-Man, what do I do as Peter Parker? So, the vibes it is it's very approachable. It's very uh colorful, right? Like the music, right? Like with the two songs that I remember that they play, right? I vibed out to those songs, right? Fucking phenomenal um uh music choices first of all, and you're not, if you are anywhere from 18 who just graduated high school and is trying to navigate life, whether as a blue collar worker or as a college student, or whether you just graduated college and you're trying to navigate the works of life, or you've been in the workforce for about a couple of years and you still don't know who you are, this movie will really resonate with you. You will feel honed in. Like, you know, in the other ones you would watch, like you're more there for Peter than you are for Spider-Man. Spider-Man's just the fun little, like the kick, but the vibes is actually Peter Parker. So other than that, it is, yeah, Toast, it's a little bland, I will say. um it's not perfectly toasted, right? There's still some stuff that they can do better. Is the execution, right? Like the narrative and everything is fine, like the timeline's fine, like but the thing is that it feels very lacking. It's still a little soft in some parts, but in the part where it hits. There's was definitely some stuff that they left off the table, but that's the thing is that, like, you can't really fully satisfy everyone, but I would kind of like if they had done a little bit more with the villain. It felt very, just, like I didn't kind of understand what was the purpose. Like, um, like really? That's why they're doing it. There's no bigger call of action. Maybe they're doing it because they're gonna have like it pivot into, oh, they get recruited. How, like, we had, the twins from Avengers Ultron be recruited. Maybe they're setting something up for that. But other than that, like, Peter Parker side, fucking awesome. Spider-Man side, great. Some middle, like, villain stuff, eh, could have done a little bit better. And um, and the great thing is, the one real cool thing, they didn't leave anything, as far as I remember. There wasn't It wasn't like set up for a sequel in a way, right? Like, it's Spider-Man. There's gonna be a sequel. There's gonna be another, movie to this, but it didn't feel like, oh, there's a cliffhanger and you gotta come back for the cliffhanger. Um, so which was really cool, because that's the thing that I got sick and tired of all these Marvel movies was, is that, oh, we're gonna have cliffhangers now, and it's gonna be, you gotta watch the next movie to get the closure that you want. Like, seriously, dude, it's 2026. All right, we all suffer from anxiety and stress, heartache, heartburn, you know, headaches, migraines, squeaky bones, sore muscles. You really want to come in with your bullshit like that and be like, "Oh, we're gonna sweep you under the we're gonna sweep the rug right underneath from you, and we're gonna be like, here, you gotta wait 3 more years to watch the next one." Really? Come on, fuck off. So it is, yeah, that's my official review of Spider-Man Brand New Day. Watch it now. You're gonna love it before school starts and life gets miserable. Watch it as soon as possible, and till the next movie review.